but in no event later than 7 days after they determined the existence of such exigent circumstances. Collection directed at non-U.S. person reasonably believed to be located outside the United States. 1. Section 702 also requires that the government adopt targeting of minimization procedures, which must be reviewed and approved by the FISC. The minimization procedures, in particular, govern the handling of any information concerning U.S. persons acquired incidentally under Section 702, including procedures governing the retention and dissemination of such information. These procedures serve to protect the privacy and civil liberties of U.S. persons. The targeting procedures must be reasonably designed to ensure that persons subjected to an acquisition under Section 702 are reasonably believed to be outside the United States. Subject to FISC approval of the certifications and procedures or an exigent circumstances determination, the government may engage in intelligence collection directed at non-U.S. persons abroad who fall within the scope of the certification, without the requirement for individualized court orders. In enacting this amendment to FISA, Congress ensured there would be important protections and oversight measures to safeguard the privacy and civil liberties of U.S. persons, including specific prohibitions against using Section 702 authority to intentionally target any person known at the time of acquisition to be located in the United States, intentionally target a person reasonably believed to be located outside the United States if the purpose of such acquisition is to target a particular known person reasonably believed to be in the United States, intentionally target a United States person reasonably believed to be located outside the United States, or intentionally acquire any communication as to which the sender and all intended recipients are known at the time of the acquisition to be located in the United States. As an additional measure, the law also requires that an acquisition under Section 702 shall be conducted in a manner consistent with the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution of the United States. In addition to establishing procedures for obtaining foreign intelligence information through collection directed at non-U.S. persons reasonably believed to be located outside of the United States, Title VII established new requirements in Sections 703 and 704 for collection targeted against U.S. persons located overseas. Prior to the enactment of the FISA Amendments Act, elements of the intelligence community were authorized to engage in collection under Section 2.5 of Executive Order 12,333, provided that the Attorney General made a determination that there was probable cause to believe the U.S. person target was a foreign power or agent of a foreign power. After enactment of the FISA Amendments Act, Sections 703 and 704 provide the FISC with a specific grant of jurisdiction to issue individualized court orders based upon a showing of probable cause that the target U.S. person is reasonably believed to be outside the United States of a foreign power, agent of a foreign power, or an officer or employee of a foreign power. Section 704, in particular, strengthens the privacy protections and civil liberties of U.S. persons located outside the United States by verdict March 15, 2010, 0800, June 08, 2012, check 801901040000 FRM 00003 FMT 6659 SFMT 6602 E HROC Senior 174.xxx SR 174A Europolis on DSK 5 TPTVN1 Prod with hearing for providing judicial review where such review did not previously exist. Title VII also imposes, with Title V of FISA, substantial reporting requirements on the government in order to enable both judicial and congressional oversight, in addition to the oversight performed within the executive branch by the Department of Justice, the Office of the DNI, the individual agencies within the intelligence community, and the Associated Inspectors General. Section 702 requires semi-annual assessments by the Attorney General and the DNI that are provided to Congress and the FISC. In addition, the Inspectors General of the Department of Justice and certain elements of the intelligence community are authorized to review the implementation of Section 702 and must provide copies of any such reviews to the Attorney General, DNI, and congressional committees of jurisdiction. The head of each element of the intelligence community conducting an acquisition under Section 702 is also required to perform annual reviews of the implementation of Section 702 and provide copies of those reviews to the FISC, Attorney General, DNI, and congressional committees of jurisdiction. Also, Section 707 mandates comprehensive semi-annual reports by the Attorney General to the Congressional Intelligence and Judiciary Committees on the implementation of Title VII. Finally, pursuant to Section 601 of the Act, the Attorney General is required to provide a semi-annual report to Congressional Intelligence and Judiciary Committees that includes summaries of significant legal interpretations of FISA made by the FISC and copies of all decisions, orders, or opinions of the FISC that include a significant construction or interpretation of the Act. It should also be clear what is not involved in this sunset extension. Title 8 of FISA, which was added by Title 2 of the FISA Amendments Act, established procedures for immunity for electronic communication service providers who furnish certain assistance to an element of the intelligence community, including assistance furnished in connection with an intelligence activity authorized by the President during the period between 2001 and 2007. These immunity provisions are not subject to a sunset. They have been subject, however, to judicial review as provided for in Title 8 of FISA. Nothing in the sunset extension in this bill will have any effect on such litigation or the underlying immunity provision of Title 8 of FISA. Section B by section analysis and explanation. The following is a section by section analysis and explanation of the FAA Sunset Extension Act of 2012 that is being reported by the committee. Section 1. Short title. Section 1 states that the Act may be cited as the FAA Sunset Extension Act of 2012. Section 2. Extension of FISA Amendments Act of 2008 Sunset. Section 2. A. Amends Section 403. B. 1 of the FISA Amendments Act of 2008, Public Law 110, 261, 50 U.S.C. 1881 note by striking December 31st, 2012 and inserting June 1st, 2017. Per date March 15, 2010, 0800, June 08, 2012, JKT 0190110400000 FRM 00004 FMT 6659, SFMT 6602, E, HROC, Senior 174.x66, SR 174A Year of Illness on DSK 5 TPTVN 1 Broadway Hearing 5 subsection B, makes technical and conforming changes in section 403, B2 of the Act. Subsection C amends the heading in section 404 B1 of the Act to strike December 31st, 2012 and insert June 1st, 2017. Committee action. On May 22nd, 2012, a quorum being present, the committee met to consider the bill and amendments. The committee took the following actions. Votes on amendments to the committee bill by unanimous consent. The committee made the chairman and vice chairman's bill the base text for purposes of amendment. The committee also authorized the staff to make technical and conforming changes in the bill and report, following the completion of the markup. By a vote of 12 ayes and 3 noes, the committee determined that Senator Wyden's motion to request that the committee's technical advisory group be reconstituted to examine the FISA Amendments Act was out of order. The votes in person or by proxy were as follows. Chairman Feinstein, aye. Senator Rockefeller, aye. Senator Wyden, no. Senator Mikulski, aye. Senator Nelson, aye. Senator Conrad, no. Senator Udall, no. Senator Warner, aye. Vice Chairman Chambliss, aye. Senator Snowe, aye. Senator Burr, aye. Senator Ish, aye. Senator Coates, aye. Senator Blunt, aye. Senator Rubio, aye. By a vote of 2 ayes to 13 noes, the committee rejected an amendment offered by Senator Wyden and Senator Udall to require a report by the Inspector General of the Department of Justice and the Inspector General of the Intelligence Community on the implementation of the amendments made by the FISA Amendments Act of 2008. The votes in person or by proxy were as follows. Chairman Feinstein, no. Senator Rockefeller, no. Senator Wyden, aye. Senator Mikulski, no. Senator Nelson, no. Senator Conrad, no. Senator Udall, aye. Senator Warner, no. Vice Chairman Chambliss, no. Senator Snowe, no. Senator Burr, no. Senator Ish, no. Senator Coates, no. Senator Blunt, no. Senator Rubio, no. By a vote of 2 ayes to 13 noes, the committee rejected an amendment offered by Senator Wyden and Senator Udall concerning prohibitions on acquisition of or searching contents of communications of United States persons. The votes in person or by proxy were as follows. Chairman Feinstein, no. Senator Rockefeller, no. Senator Wyden, aye. Senator Mikulski, no. Senator Nelson, no. Senator Conrad, no. Senator Udall, aye. Senator Warner, no. Vice Chairman Chambliss, no. Senator Snowe, no. Senator Burr, no. Senator Ish, no. Senator Coates, no. Senator Blunt, no. Senator Rubio, no. Vote to report the committee bill. The committee vote.
Oh, Daddy. Okay, we'll cut right here, but we'll be back.